My beloved child, pause right here. This isn't random. You didn't just find this. I led you here because I've seen the tears you cry when no one's watching. I've heard the questions you whisper in the dark, and now I'm answering. This is not just a video, it's a divine encounter. And if you keep watching, I'm going to speak directly to the storm you've been trapped in. But if you scroll away, you might miss the moment I've been preparing just for you. So stay, because by the end of this, you'll know. I've been here all along, and I'm not done with you. Even as you read this, I have been watching the steps you've taken, the sacrifices you've made, the times you almost gave up but chose to hold on anyway. Each of those moments has brought you to this precise point where the plans I have for you are beginning to intersect with the prayers you have prayed. You may have thought nothing was happening, but I assure you, my hand has been moving pieces, shifting events, and aligning hearts so that the answer could arrive exactly at the moment when it would have the greatest impact. And that moment is right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not someday, but now. I do not want you to miss the doors that I am opening, or the divine meetings I have arranged that will alter the course of your journey. Your waiting has been long, yes, and there were times you questioned whether I heard you at all. But my silence was not absence, it was strategy, because there were things I needed to remove from your path, dangers you couldn't see that I shielded you from, and assignments I was placing on others so they would be ready to help you carry what I am about to place in your hands. For the blessing that is coming is not light. It carries weight, responsibility, and influence. I have been making sure that you would be strong enough to stand under it without being crushed. So hear me when I say that every delay you hated was part of your protection. Every closed door was a mercy in disguise, and every season of stillness was an incubation for the greatness about to be birthed in your life. You might still feel unprepared. You might still be looking at yourself and thinking you don't have enough. You're not ready. You're too broken. But that is exactly why I'm telling you this now. Because you must know that it has never depended on your strength alone. It is my power that is about to work through you, and I will give you everything you need in the exact moment you need it. Do not shrink back. Do not let fear speak louder than my voice. Do not allow doubt to steal what I am placing before you. Because the opportunity I am bringing will not look ordinary. It will not feel safe or predictable, but it will carry the undeniable fragrance of my presence. If you step into it with trust, you will see the beginning of a transformation that will touch not only your life, but the lives of those you have been interceding for in secret. I am telling you this as plainly as I can. Pay attention. Stay close to me and be ready to move. When I say move, move. For I have been preparing this moment since before you knew you would need it. And now that it is here, the only thing left is for you to receive it with an open heart and the courage to follow where I lead, because everything changes from here. Listen closely now, because what I am about to say will not wait for another time. There's a movement happening around you that your natural sight cannot yet perceive. If you understood the magnitude of it, you would realize why I'm pressing this into your spirit with such intensity. There is a chain of events already in motion, set in place by my own authority, that will shift your current reality in ways you would have considered impossible just weeks ago. And yet, if you are not attentive, you could misinterpret what is unfolding as ordinary disruptions or simple coincidences, when, in truth, they are the first visible signs of a divine alignment that I have been orchestrating to bring you into a place you have prayed to reach but could not enter on your own. I am telling you this now because the transition will not announce itself with obvious fanfare. It will come through quiet pivots, sudden nudges, unexpected conversations, and subtle redirections. Each of these moments will be a step in the staircase I am building beneath your feet, one that will take you higher than your current vantage point could ever imagine. You've been asking for clarity, and I am giving you this warning so you will recognize it when it comes. Do not be distracted by the noise of lesser matters. Do not allow the voices of doubt to cloud your discernment. Do not lean solely on the patterns you have known before, because I am doing something in a way you have not seen. If you try to fit it into your old understanding, you will miss the doorway that is opening right in front of you. The forces that sought to hold you in the same place have already begun to lose their grip. Their influence over your next steps has been broken, and even now, the authority of heaven is clearing your path so you can move forward without the entanglements that once slowed you. You will notice unusual peace in situations that used to cause you unrest. And this peace is the signal that I am already several steps ahead, arranging encounters and opportunities that carry your name. Yes, there are conversations being held right now where your name is being spoken in favor. Rooms you have not yet entered are being prepared to receive you as if you've belonged there all along. But to step into this fully, you must be willing to move at my pace. This means some shifts will require immediate action, while others will demand patient stillness. You will know the difference because my spirit will quicken your heart when it is time to move and settle it when it is time to wait. The urgency of this moment is not to make you anxious, but to awaken you to the reality that this is not a season to drift. It is a season to lean in, to listen without distraction, to respond without hesitation, and to trust without demanding the full blueprint before you step. You are standing on the threshold of a change that will not only answer the petitions you have been laying before me, but will also connect you to purposes you have yet to discover. This connection will happen so seamlessly that you will look back and realize every turn, every delay, every detour was a perfectly placed piece of the design. So I am urging you now, stay anchored in me as the shifting begins. Keep your spirit alert so you recognize the signs when they appear, and understand that while the unfolding may not make sense at first glance, it is my hand that is moving each part into perfect alignment. I will not let you miss the moment I have prepared for you if you choose to keep your eyes fixed on me in the days ahead. And now, as you stand in this unfolding shift, I need you to grasp the truth that your voice has not gone unheard. Every cry, every whisper in the stillness of night, every moment when your lips could not form the words, yet your heart poured out its ache, all of it has reached my throne without delay. Not one petition has slipped past my attention, and not a single moment of longing has been overlooked. I have stored every prayer like precious treasure, holding them close until the appointed time when they could be released in fullness. You must understand that what you assumed to be silence from me was never abandonment. It was me leaning closer, listening deeper, allowing your faith to stretch beyond the limits of what you thought it could bear. In that stretching, your roots have gone down into the depths of my presence, anchoring you in a way that no storm can uproot. The words you spoke in your weariness, the questions you asked through trembling, the confessions you whispered with a heart torn between hope and despair, all of them have become the threads I am weaving into the tapestry of your testimony. A testimony that will carry weight, not because it is filled with ease, but because it will show the beauty that emerges from perseverance. And now I tell you with urgency, the response to those prayers is already in motion. It may approach you in ways that disguise its origin at first, so you must look with spiritual eyes rather than judging by appearances. There will be moments ahead when my answers will arrive clothed in challenges, but even those challenges are the wrapping around the gift. Do not discard them because they seem difficult, for hidden inside is the fulfillment of what you have been asking me to do. I have been shaping the answer to fit your life in a way that will not only bless you, but will also overflow into the lives of those you have carried in intercession. This is why the timing had to be exact, because if I had released it before now, it would not have had the reach or the strength it carries in this moment. You will soon look back and realize that what felt like unanswered prayer was, in truth, me building an answer so complete, so perfect, so beyond your own crafting that you will marvel at how I could take what the enemy meant to harm you and turn it into a doorway to blessing. But I tell you again, stay close to my voice, because the delivery of my promises requires your cooperation in the smallest of instructions. If you ignore those gentle nudges, you may delay the unveiling. Watch for the subtle confirmations, the repeated words that seem to follow you, the sudden peace that settles over you without explanation. These are signs that the manifestation is drawing nearer. When it comes, it will not trickle in slowly. It will arrive like a sudden downpour, saturating areas of your life that have been dry for far too long. The joy of that outpouring will wash away the memory of the long wait. So stand ready, my child, for the sound of your prayers echoing back as answers is about to become the melody that fills your days. You will know beyond any shadow of a doubt that I have heard you from the very first moment you called. Now lean in even closer, because the response you've been waiting for is not somewhere far away, in an unreachable place. It is already drawing into your present, and though you cannot yet touch it with your hands, its arrival is certain. The nearness of it is why the pressure in your circumstances has felt heavier lately. For the moments just before breakthrough often carry the greatest resistance, not because you are failing, but because you are pressing into territory the enemy never wanted you to step into. I am telling you now, you are nearer to the release than your mind dares to calculate. That nearness will require you to walk without the comfort of having every detail explained. I am calling you to move in confidence, even while the pathway appears incomplete. I know you have been searching for tangible signs, something visible to assure you that the end of this stretch is in sight. But I am asking you to trust the stirring within your spirit, that quiet yet unshakable knowing that I have not brought you this far to abandon you in the middle. There is an unseen current pulling you forward, aligning moments, connecting unseen resources, and linking you with people whose role in your next steps will be pivotal. This orchestration is so precise that even the smallest delay or the slightest acceleration could disrupt the fullness of what I am releasing. This is why I have instructed you to pause at certain points when you wanted to rush and to move quickly at other times when you would have preferred to wait. Every movement has been measured to keep you in perfect rhythm with my timing. The answers you seek are not simply about fixing a problem or filling a need. They are about positioning you for influence, stability, and spiritual authority in places where I am planting you for greater purpose. You may not yet realize the scale of what I am building through you, but when the pieces fall into place, you will see that the waiting seasons were actually seasons of construction. Each prayer, each trial, each act of obedience laying another stone in the foundation. Soon you will step into rooms where the atmosphere will shift, simply because you carry the evidence of my faithfulness. It will not be because you forced your way in, but because I opened those doors and ushered you through. Do not be discouraged if your surroundings do not yet reflect the magnitude of my promise. The change will begin internally, in the way your spirit perceives and believes, and from there, it will manifest outwardly in rapid succession. I have kept some things hidden even from you until this moment, so that you would not try to control their unfolding. For the beauty of this process is that you will see my hand so clearly that no one will be able to claim credit for what is happening. When it comes, it will come with such swiftness that the season of waiting will feel like a distant memory, replaced by the joy and gratitude of standing in what I have spoken over you. But hear me, you must guard your focus now, for distractions will arise to pull you into unnecessary battles and minor frustrations, trying to divert your attention from the main thing I am doing. Resist the urge to be pulled into every noise around you, and instead keep your ears tuned to the voice that has been leading you from the start. I am telling you this with urgency because the next steps are crucial. If you remain aligned, you will step into the exact space where the answers meet you face to face, and you will see that every moment of holding on has been worth it. I have been faithful to prepare what your heart has longed to see. You need to understand, my child, that while you have been focused on what is visible, I have been shaping events in places your eyes have not yet looked. Hidden layers of protection and provision have been unfolding all around you, keeping you from traps that would have derailed the very promise you are now approaching. I have been working in the shadows, arranging circumstances so that the snare of the enemy would never touch you, even when you were unaware of the danger. There have been moments when you felt a sudden pause in your plans, moments that frustrated you because they seemed to stop your progress. Yet those pauses were my deliberate interventions, pulling you back before harm could reach you, redirecting your steps away from paths that seemed harmless but were laced with destruction. Every instance of this was my love shielding you, and though it may have felt like delay, it was in truth the preservation of your destiny. You may not know the number of times I have stood between you and unseen harm, but when you look back in the seasons ahead, you will recognize that there was a hand keeping you from the very edge of things you were never meant to touch. I tell you this now because you need to see my hand, not only in the blessings, but in the battles you never had to fight, the losses you never had to bear, the wounds you never had to receive, all because I stepped in before the blow could land. I have been weaving safety into your journey, placing people in your path who unknowingly carried out my protection over you, arranging situations so that you would miss certain connections that looked beneficial but would have drained your strength and stolen your joy. Yes, some of the closed opportunities you question were actually locked for your preservation. Not every open door leads to life, and not every invitation is meant to be accepted. There are times when my refusal is the greatest kindness you will ever receive, though it does not feel that way in the moment. Now, as you step forward into the next phase I have prepared for you, you will begin to see why certain things had to end, why certain relationships had to shift, why certain paths were never completed. I was guiding you to a place where your spirit could grow without the weight of what would have harmed you. You have been asking me for blessings, but I have also been giving you safety. The combination of the two is what will allow you to stand in strength when I release the fullness of what I have promised. This protection has not been random. It has been targeted, strategic, and exact in its timing, because I know the schemes of your adversary before they are even formed. I will always act to keep you under the covering of my hand when you remain close to me. So as you move forward, remember that what I withhold is as important as what I give, and trust that even when I say no, I am safeguarding the yes that will carry you into your future without the scars the enemy intended. Carry this awareness into the coming days. Knowing my protection will make you fearless when challenges arise, and it will give you the courage to step boldly into the spaces I open for you. Knowing that I have already cleared them of anything that would bring harm, you are stepping into a prepared place, one where your safety has been ensured long before you arrive. My care for you is not only about giving you blessings, it is about guarding the vessel that will carry them. The moments you called delays, the seasons where progress felt locked and the future seemed silent, were not wasted fragments of your journey. They were deliberate pauses I placed to anchor you in the exact timing where my purposes could be fully realized. If I had released certain things earlier, they would have arrived before the foundation beneath you was solid enough to hold them, and what was meant to be a blessing could have become a burden. I need you to grasp this now, because in the coming days you will see the fruit of those waiting periods revealed in ways that will make you thankful they happened. I know it was not easy. I saw the restless nights when you wanted to run ahead, the frustration in your spirit when opportunities seemed to pass you by, the questions in your heart when others seemed to advance while you remained in place. Yet, while you thought nothing was moving, I was aligning events with a precision you could not have coordinated yourself. I was drawing certain people into readiness, maturing resources, and softening the hearts of those who would play a role in your next steps. I was also refining you, shaping your resilience, deepening your faith, and sharpening your discernment, so you could carry what was coming without compromise. There are assignments that require patience as a shield because rushing into them without the right preparation would cause more loss than gain. The seasons you called stuck were in truth seasons of hidden progress where growth happened beneath the surface, unseen but vital. Think of a seed beneath the soil. To the eye, nothing appears to be happening, yet beneath the ground, roots are expanding, drawing strength and preparing for a breakthrough that will not be able to be reversed. So it has been with you. I have been building a depth in you that will keep you from being shaken when the weight of fulfillment rests on your life. Now the appointed moment is drawing close, and the timing is no accident. You will notice opportunities emerging suddenly, but they are not sudden to me. They have been in motion all along, simply hidden until the alignment was perfect. This is why I am urging you to release resentment toward the pauses of your past. Instead, see them as the very tools that shaped the strength you now carry. Without those intervals, the doors that are about to open would not have the same stability, nor would you have the clarity to walk through them without hesitation. You must understand that my timing is never late and never early. It is always exact. This precision will be the reason your blessings will remain, not slip away. When I say the delays were my shield, believe every word, for they have preserved you, positioned you, and prepared you for more than you asked. The time that felt like loss was actually the groundwork for gain, and the slowness you felt was the pace of perfection. When the release happens, it will come without the instability of something forced. It will carry the strength of something matured. Therefore, walk forward without regret for the time you think you lost. You will see that nothing was lost. Everything was invested, and the return on that investment will overflow beyond what you ever imagined. There are connections in your life that I am intentionally loosening. Relationships I am gently but firmly removing from your present path, not out of cruelty or punishment, but because their influence would dilute the strength I am building in you for what is ahead. You may not yet see their effect clearly, but if they were to remain, they would pull your focus away from the course I have marked for you, drawing your energy into battles you were never meant to fight, and tying your heart to places you have already outgrown. I know there is a part of you that struggles when I take someone out of your reach, especially when you have shared history, comfort, or a sense of loyalty with them. But my vision is beyond this moment. I see the ripple effects their continued presence would create in your next season. And I am protecting you from alliances that cannot carry the weight of the mission I have placed in your spirit. Some departures will happen quietly with no dramatic ending, just a gradual drifting until you realize the distance has widened. Others will be more sudden, like a door closing quickly before you can step through it. Both are my hand at work. Even if your emotions do not recognize it immediately, I have heard your prayers for guidance, your pleas for clarity, and this is part of my answer. Guidance is not only about showing you where to go, but also about showing you where not to stay. Do not cling to what I am lifting from you, for holding on will only delay your forward movement and cloud the vision I am giving you. In the days ahead, you will look back and see how certain influences, though they seemed harmless, would have slowly drained your passion, weakened your convictions, or distracted you from the assignments that matter most. I am not cutting away to leave you empty. I am making space for people who will strengthen your walk, speak life into your calling, and stand with you without hidden motives. I am surrounding you with those who will not compete with you, but will champion you, who will not question my voice in your life, but will confirm it. Yes, there will be moments of loneliness in this pruning, but that loneliness is not abandonment. It is the clearing of the ground before the planting of what is meant to grow. I am teaching you to value quality over quantity, depth over familiarity, alignment over convenience. This process is not punishment, it is preparation, and it will result in relationships that carry the same eternal weight as the assignment you are stepping into. So when you notice the shift in who stands beside you, do not resist it. Thank me for the protection it brings. Even when it feels painful, I am faithful to guard the company you keep. For the voices around you will influence the choices before you, and I will not allow voices of doubt, compromise, or hidden jealousy to travel with you into the places I am leading you. Trust that every removal is matched with an addition in my timing, and that I will send those who are meant to walk with you exactly when you need them, not a moment too soon or too late. You will see that the space created by this pruning is not emptiness. It is an open field for new growth. The companions I place there will be those who water the seeds of your purpose rather than trample them. You have walked through stretches where things you valued slipped from your hands, where opportunities dissolved before they could mature, and where the weight of loss pressed so heavily on your heart that it felt as if you would never recover what was gone. But I tell you now, none of those endings were the final word. I am bringing forth a restoration so complete that the very areas once marked by emptiness will overflow with abundance. The things you believed were permanently gone will be replaced with blessings of greater strength, greater beauty, and greater endurance than what you once held. What I am giving you will not be a fragile return, vulnerable to the same forces that once stole from you. It will be fortified, unable to be taken away by the hands of the enemy or the shifting winds of circumstance. I have been preparing these replacements in hidden spaces, crafting them to fit perfectly into the gaps left behind, so that when they arrive, they will feel as though they always belonged. This is why I am telling you to release your grip on the memory of how things were before. For if you measure my new gifts by the shape of the old, you will miss the wonder of what I am doing now. The restoration I am bringing will not merely match what was lost, it will surpass it in ways you cannot yet imagine. I am not simply returning you to where you were, I am advancing you beyond it. The loss you endured was not without purpose. It cleared the way for the better, the fuller, the enduring. In the seasons when you thought I was absent, I was rebuilding in silence, much like a craftsman works behind closed doors, shaping something intricate and priceless, unveiling it only when it is ready to be received. The unveiling is near. You will see it in sudden changes, in unexpected opportunities, in relationships mended or replaced with ones far healthier and more aligned with your calling. You will recognize it because it will carry peace without striving, joy without fear, and strength without compromise. The wounds that once throbbed with pain will become marks of testimony, reminders of my faithfulness to turn ashes into beauty. Those who doubted your future when they saw what you lost will stand astonished at the turnaround I bring. They will see that what I give cannot be diminished by human opinion or limited by past failures. You will carry this restoration not only as a personal victory, but as a beacon of hope to those walking through their own seasons of loss, showing them that I do not just restore, I multiply. The more you release the bitterness of the past, the more room you make for the fullness of what I am releasing now. So open your hands, open your heart, and allow me to fill every hollow space with the new life I have prepared for you. Because what is coming will not only heal the memory of loss, it will make you grateful for the space it created for my greater work. You have felt stretches of time where the space around you seemed barren, where it looked as though nothing was moving, nothing was growing, and nothing was shifting in your favor. Yet I want you to know, even in what you saw as emptiness, I was at work beneath the surface. While the outward signs appeared silent, the unseen roots of what I planted in you were spreading wide and deep, anchoring you in places you could not yet recognize. I allowed seasons that looked void of progress, so that what I was forming within you could not be shaken by the first gust of adversity. Every hidden moment has been a necessary part of the foundation, for without this rooting, the weight of what is about to emerge would be too heavy to stand under. I have been nurturing strength in the unseen, shaping your endurance so that when the visible breakthrough bursts forth, it will not fade as quickly as it came. The soil of your life has been holding seeds of promise that could not sprout until the exact alignment of conditions I set in place. Those conditions are now converging. Soon you will see life where you saw nothing, movement where you saw stillness, and abundance where you once saw lack. When the first signs appear, do not dismiss them as small or insignificant, for every sprout is proof that the long-guarded word over your life is coming to fruition. I have not forgotten a single promise. Not one word I spoke over you has expired, and the time for those words to rise above the soil is arriving. This is why I have kept you in places where you felt overlooked. I wanted your growth to be protected from those who would trample it before it was ready. Not everyone could have understood what I was building, and not everyone should have had access to it in its early form. The hiddenness was a covering, shielding you from premature exposure, so that when the fullness appears, it will stand unshaken by criticism, misunderstanding, or resistance. When it does, the same people who assumed nothing was happening in your life will be unable to deny the transformation, for it will be too visible, too undeniable, too covered by my hand to question. You will not have to defend your growth, for the fruit itself will speak, and it will testify of my faithfulness more loudly than words could. I am calling you to prepare for this unveiling by keeping your heart free from resentment toward the time it took. For the process was never to harm you. It was to ensure you could carry the promise without losing yourself in it. This next chapter will not require you to force or strive, for the life I am bringing forth will have its own momentum, flowing from the power of what I have cultivated in the unseen. Remain faithful in what I've placed before you now, for the discipline you maintain in the present will sustain the harvest that is coming. When it arrives, you will look back on the days you called empty and see them for what they truly were. Sacred days of planting, watering, and preparation for the abundance that is about to burst into sight. Even now, while your surroundings may still seem unchanged to your natural sight, there is a stirring beneath the surface that will soon break through in undeniable ways. What I planted within you has reached the moment where it can no longer remain hidden. The pressure you have been feeling lately is not the weight of defeat, but the force of new life pushing upward, breaking past the resistance of everything that has tried to keep it buried. You may have thought the silence meant nothing was happening, yet it was in that silence that the deepest work was taking place, forming strength in you and resilience in what I have spoken over your life. The first evidence will not come in the form of grand displays or dramatic announcements, but in subtle, almost fragile signs. A conversation that stirs your hope again, a door opening that had been locked for years, an opportunity that feels small yet carries the seed of something extraordinary. I am telling you now, do not overlook these beginnings, for they are not random. They are the heralds of the greater release that follows. The ground of your life is shifting, and soon the landscape will look nothing like it did in seasons past. The barrenness you endured is being replaced with fertile ground, ready to produce more than you imagined. But you must be willing to recognize growth even in its early form, to protect it from voices that would dismiss it, and to nurture it until it stands in fullness. There will be those who question its legitimacy because they did not see the years of preparation that came before. But you will know the truth, that every tear, every moment of faith when there was nothing to see, was part of the reason it could now flourish. I am bringing forth not just what you have asked for, but also things you did not know to ask. Unexpected blessings that fit perfectly into the spaces you did not realize were empty. I have been aligning these blessings with your journey so that when they arrive, they will meet you in the exact place where you can carry them well. The emergence of these promises will happen so naturally that it will feel as though they have been with you all along. Yet you will remember the long years when they were only distant hopes, and you will lift your eyes and know it was my hand that brought them to you. I want you to be ready, not just to receive, but to steward, to tend to what I place in your care so it continues to grow and bear fruit. The early signs will be the proof you need to keep moving forward when the full picture is not yet visible, for they are my assurance that the process is working exactly as I intended. This is the season where what has been concealed beneath the soil of faith will rise into view, and once it does, it will not go back into hiding. You have reached the point where my word over you will move from being something you hold in faith to something you hold in your hands. Watch carefully, my child. The small signs are not small at all. They are the opening notes of the song I have been writing over your life. Soon the melody will swell until it fills every part of your story. I am sending assistance toward you in ways your expectations have not accounted for. Help that will not arrive through the familiar channels you have relied on before, but through pathways you might at first overlook. I need you to understand this now, so that when the support I have prepared steps into your life, you will not dismiss it because it does not match the image you had in your mind. The ones I am sending will carry skills, resources, and wisdom tailored to the specific needs of this stage of your journey. Their arrival will be perfectly timed so that nothing is lacking when you step into the next assignment I have for you. Some of them will seem unlikely at first. People you have never met before, faces you did not expect to see, voices that speak with a clarity and alignment you will recognize as coming from me. They will not come to take over your path, but to strengthen your ability to walk it. They will carry confirmations that what I have spoken to you privately is indeed the direction you are to go. I have been preparing these individuals long before they cross your path, aligning their own journey so that when they meet you, they are equipped for the role I have given them in your life. You have carried burdens alone for a long time, thinking there was no one who could fully understand the weight you felt. But I am lifting that strain by bringing those who will help shoulder it without agenda or self-interest. Some will encourage with words, others will contribute with action, and a few will simply stand with you. So you are not alone in moments when the task feels heavy. They will be answers to prayers you did not even know how to articulate, sent to fill the gaps you could not fill yourself. Be ready to receive them without suspicion, for they are not coming to take what is yours. They are coming because I have sent them as reinforcements for what is ahead. Their presence will be a sign that the things I have promised are entering a stage of visible unfolding, because I do not send such help unless the work is about to advance. Pay attention to those who suddenly show up with the right insight at the right time, to those who speak truth with gentleness, and to those whose presence brings peace. These are the ones I am placing around you as part of the structure that will hold what is coming. You will know them by the fruit they carry, for their words will align with my voice, and their actions will reflect my heart. I am telling you now, because some of them will arrive in ordinary ways without fanfare. And if you are distracted, you may fail to see the extraordinary provision they represent. Remain attentive, and remember that my help often comes wrapped in the humility of the unexpected. When they come, welcome them, learn from them, and allow their presence to remind you that you are not walking this road without heavenly backing. I am intentional about the people I place in your life, and every person I am sending in this season has been chosen for a reason that will become clear as you move forward. Trust this, and you will see that the help I send is never late, never misplaced, and never without purpose. You have wondered why I have slowed you at certain crossroads, why moments that looked like open invitations suddenly shifted and held you still when everything in you wanted to move. It was not to frustrate you, but to preserve the alignment that my plan requires. I know the timing of every element connected to your future, and if you step too soon, the connections I have prepared for you would not yet be in position. There is precision in my process, and I do not allow movement without purpose. I hold the full view, seeing the interactions and outcomes you cannot yet imagine, and I place you exactly where you need to be, so the unfolding will not falter. These pauses are not wasted. They are part of the design, ensuring that when the moment to act comes, everything will be ready to receive you. You have asked me for confirmation before making certain moves, and this is one of the ways I answer, by holding you in place until the right conditions surround you. If I had released you earlier, some doors would have led to places that appeared promising, but would have drained your strength before the true opportunity arrived. The wait was your safeguard, protecting you from entering spaces not built for your destiny. The pace I set for you may not match the speed of those around you, and that is intentional. Their path is not your path, and their timing is not your timing. When I tell you to hold your ground, it is because I am arranging outcomes that require your presence at a specific moment for maximum impact. There will be times when my instruction to wait will seem unreasonable to your natural understanding, especially when opportunities are right in front of you. But trust that I am orchestrating something far greater than what appears on the surface. The very people you are meant to meet, the assignments you are meant to carry, the breakthroughs you are meant to step into, all of them are being prepared to converge with your arrival. Just as I have been shaping you for what is ahead, I have also been shaping what is ahead for you. When my release comes, it will carry a momentum that could not have been achieved had you forced your way earlier. The acceleration will be so strong that you will understand why I made you stand still when you wanted to run. I am calling you to embrace these pauses as part of the promise, to see them not as hindrances, but as divine positioning. If you can trust me in the waiting, you will step into the next chapter without regret or loss, knowing you arrived exactly when you were meant to. The moment will come when I will say, now. When that word comes, there will be no resistance strong enough to hold you back. Every barrier will crumble, every hindrance will dissolve, and you will move forward with the full weight of my favor behind you. Until then, stay ready, stay watchful, and keep your spirit tuned to my voice, for I will guide you step by step into the moment I have prepared. The inner struggle you have been feeling is not a sign that you are losing ground, nor is it proof that something has gone wrong. It is evidence that you are on the edge of stepping into a place that will shift the course of your life. The resistance within you is the final push of the enemy, attempting to make you doubt what I have already confirmed, because he knows that once you cross this threshold, the authority you will walk in will be greater than anything he has been able to oppose before. I am telling you this now so that you do not misinterpret the heaviness as failure. It is not failure, it is labor, and labor always intensifies before delivery. The weight you feel is the pressure of breakthrough forming, the stretching of your spirit to hold what I am about to release into your hands. You have endured waves of opposition that seemed unrelenting, yet every attack that tried to crush you has instead built a strength in you that cannot be stolen. There have been moments when you thought you would collapse under the weight, but I sustained you, even when you did not see how you would take the next step. Now, as you stand here, you are stronger than you realize, more resilient than you have ever been, and more prepared than you think. The warfare around you has been a confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. The enemy does not waste his efforts on what poses no threat to his plans. Your persistence in this fight has been breaking ground in the spirit, dismantling barriers you could not see, and clearing a path that you will soon walk without obstruction. I have been fortifying your resolve so that when the fulfillment of my word arrives, you will not waver under the new weight of responsibility it brings. There is a reason the challenges intensified just as you began to see glimpses of my promise. The enemy knows he is running out of time to stop you, but you must know that his attempts will not succeed, for I have already declared the victory over this season, and nothing he does can undo what I have set in motion. Every ounce of opposition has been turned into training, and every moment of pressure has been forming capacity in you to handle the overflow that is coming soon. The very areas where you felt the most resistance will become the areas where you carry the most authority, for I will use your battles as platforms to demonstrate my power. You will speak with a boldness that comes not from theory, but from experience, from having walked through the fire and come out refined. You will find yourself standing before people whose struggles mirror the very battles you once thought disqualified you. And when you speak to them, they will listen, not because your story is flawless, but because it is real and carries the evidence of my hand restoring what was broken. There will be no room for pride, for you will know that everything you are, everything you have, and everything you carry has been shaped by my ability to bring beauty from ashes. Your scars will not be marks of shame, but signs of survival. Reminders that you have been through storms and yet stand in strength because I brought you through. In the moments when you question whether you are worthy of the places I am calling you to, remember this: I chose you, knowing everything about you, including the parts of your story you wish were different. Nothing in your past has the power to erase my purpose for your life, and no mistake is beyond my ability to redeem. I have already gone ahead into your future, preparing opportunities that will draw from your unique journey, using both your victories and your failures to bring hope to others. When I send you into these spaces, you will see how the very things you thought disqualified you have become the reason people will connect to you, trust you, and believe the message I have placed in your heart. I am not calling you despite your past. I am calling you through it, turning every broken piece into part of the foundation for the work ahead. Your story will become a bridge for others, showing them that no one is too far gone, no situation is too damaged, and no life is beyond the reach of my restoration. I have been preparing you not just to receive blessings, but to carry a mantle of hope that will speak into the lives of those who feel lost, unseen, or unworthy. And as you walk in this, you will begin to understand that what once felt like wasted time was, in fact, the shaping of a voice that will pierce through walls of shame and fear. So stand firm in the knowledge that nothing about you has been overlooked or discarded. Every detail has been taken into account and woven into the tapestry of my plan, and I will use it all for my glory. The very tools the adversary designed to weaken you, the circumstances meant to push you into retreat, and the pressures intended to silence your voice are the same elements I am transforming into the pathway that will usher you into your next chapter. I do not waste the schemes formed against you. I overturn them, using their force to propel you forward rather than hold you back. The seasons when you felt targeted, when the opposition seemed relentless and the weight nearly unbearable, have served as the shaping ground for your authority in the days ahead. I have allowed you to stand in the face of challenges that seemed far greater than your own strength, so that you would learn to draw from mine. And now, because you have endured, you are positioned to step through doors that would not have opened without this refining. The very places where you were once attacked will become the places where you operate in the greatest power, because you will carry a depth of understanding and a resilience that can only come from having overcome. The enemy hoped to break your confidence, but instead, your faith has been fortified beyond what it was before the battle began. Every accusation, every setback, every moment of resistance has been turned into a stepping stone, and you are higher now than you would have been had the fight never occurred. I am using what was sent to harm you as a visible testimony that I am able to make all things work together for good, even the pain you did not choose. Those who thought the opposition would end your progress will see it become the reason your influence increases, for I will place you in situations where the very story of your survival will shift the atmosphere. I am removing the sting from your past struggles and replacing it with a boldness that refuses to be intimidated by shadows. You will move into this new season, not with hesitation, but with the certainty that if you could withstand what was behind you, nothing ahead can overpower you when you remain in me. The pressure you faced was not random. It was training for the weight of responsibility I am entrusting to you. Your steps are now aligned with assignments that require the endurance you developed in the midst of those trials. Even the timing of your breakthrough is linked to this transformation, for without the endurance forged through adversity, you would not have been able to sustain the opportunities I am about to bring. I have been proving to you that no weapon formed against you can prevail when I am your defender. And now you will walk with the unshakable awareness that I am not only your shield, but also the one turning every strike against you into momentum that advances my plan. This is why you cannot look at your recent struggles as wasted seasons. They were necessary for the authority you will now carry and have positioned you for impact far beyond what you thought possible. I am placing you where your story of overcoming will inspire faith in others, not because you were untouched by hardship, but because you rose through it with my hand upon you. From this point forward, every attempt to hinder you will only push you closer to the fulfillment of my word over your life. And those who witness it will know that I alone could have brought such a turnaround. Do not underestimate the magnitude of this moment, for what is unfolding now is not a minor adjustment to your life. It is a complete turning point, one that will redefine your direction and anchor you in a place you have never stood before. Everything that has been happening recently has been leading toward this convergence, where promises, preparation, and positioning meet in perfect harmony. You have sensed a stirring in your spirit that you could not fully explain, a pull toward something greater without seeing the full picture. That is because I have been arranging each detail so that when the shift comes, you will step into it without hesitation, recognizing my hand in every element. This moment has been building quietly, away from the spotlight, in the hours of prayer, in the decisions you made in obedience, and in the sacrifices you thought no one noticed. All of it has been bringing you to this point, where my timing will cause events to align so precisely that you will know beyond any doubt it was orchestrated by me alone. The changes ahead will not require you to strive or fight for recognition, for I am placing you where you cannot be ignored. There will be invitations extended to you that you did not seek, doors opened without your knocking, and opportunities released into your hands because I have declared it is time. This turning point will not simply add something new to your life. It will remove limitations you have carried for years, breaking restrictions that have kept you in smaller spaces than I intended for you. Where you once felt confined, you will now feel freedom. Where you once had to push for progress, you will now find momentum flowing naturally. This shift will also reveal the reason for delays that frustrated you, showing you that I was never withholding good from you. I was building the foundation for something you could sustain. I do not release blessings to crumble under pressure, so I waited until you were ready to hold them without losing your focus or your peace. When this change takes place, you will notice how even the smallest details seem to work in your favor, how conversations lead to connections, and how each step feels guided with clarity. I am telling you this now so that you are prepared to move with the flow when it begins. For hesitation in this season could cause you to miss the fullness of what I am releasing. I have already removed obstacles you didn't know were blocking you, and have placed markers along the path that will confirm you are in the right place at the right time. You will see that every challenge you faced before this moment was shaping you to walk confidently into it, and every season of seeming stillness was actually building the endurance you will now need. This turning point will not be hidden. It will be visible to others. Many will ask how it happened so suddenly, but you will know it was not sudden at all. It was the unfolding of years of preparation meeting the perfect moment. You are stepping into a chapter where the weight of my promises will become tangible, where you will see with your eyes what you have carried in faith. And once you cross into this, nothing will look the same again. What you have begun to see, small, almost unnoticeable progress, is not insignificant. It is the first ripple of a much larger release that is now in motion. Though the beginnings may seem modest, they carry within them the full potential of the fulfillment I have promised. If you will treat these early signs with the value they deserve, you will witness them multiply rapidly. Too often my children look for the dramatic unveiling and overlook the steady growth that starts quietly. Yet it is the quiet beginnings that often carry the greatest power. Just as a stream begins as a small trickle before becoming a river that shapes the land, so too is what I am doing in your life. It may look fragile, but it is unstoppable. I have planted in you the capacity to recognize these shifts for what they are, and if you nurture them with faith, they will expand until they overtake the landscape of your life. These early movements are my assurance to you that what I spoke is already underway, and nothing can reverse its course. Each open door, each unexpected conversation, each gentle confirmation is part of the flow, and though it starts as a few drops, it will gather force until it becomes an undeniable flood of blessing. I am calling you to respond to these beginnings with gratitude, attentiveness, and action, for they are not the final destination. They are the signs that you are walking toward it. This season requires you to pay attention to details, for I often hide the greatest treasures in the places that seem the smallest. You will look back and realize that the monumental changes ahead began in these subtle shifts, and you will thank me for teaching you to notice them. The enemy may try to make you doubt the importance of these moments, whispering that they are too little, too late, or too fragile to last. But do not believe his lies. What I start, I finish, and what I plant, I bring to full maturity. These beginnings are not a test run. They are the actual start of the fulfillment. If you will embrace them, they will lead you to the greater portion that has been waiting for the right time to be revealed. Even now, you are standing at the edge of acceleration, and once this momentum builds, it will be difficult to remember what it felt like to wait so long. This is why I am urging you not to despise the day of small beginnings. They are the seed form of something far greater than your current imagination can grasp. Handle them with the same care you would give the final blessing, for how you treat the start will determine the strength of the outcome. These first signs are also a confirmation to your heart that you have been moving in the right direction all along. Even in the seasons when it felt like nothing was happening, I am faithful to show you these glimpses, so your hope will rise, your faith will strengthen, and your heart will be ready for the fullness that is coming. Keep walking with expectation, for the small will soon become great, and the slow will soon become swift. And what has started will not stop until every part of my word to you is complete. Even now, while you may not be aware of it, I have placed your name in the mouths of those you have never met, in conversations you were not present for, and in rooms you have not yet entered. And in those places, favor is being spoken over you. I am aligning hearts and minds to recognize the value I have placed within you, so that when you arrive, the atmosphere will already be prepared to receive you. These unseen arrangements are not the work of chance. They are the result of my intentional hand positioning you for influence and opportunity. While you have been focused on the battles and responsibilities in front of you, I have been working far beyond your immediate view, orchestrating introductions, aligning relationships, and stirring the thoughts of individuals who have the ability to open strategic doors. Some of them have been prompted to think of you without knowing why, while others have felt an unexplainable pull to connect with you. This is my spirit moving ahead of you, setting the stage so that your arrival will not be met with resistance, but with welcome. The alignment I am creating is delicate and precise, involving factors you could never control on your own, which is why I am asking you to trust me, even when you cannot see all the details. I am weaving together paths that seemed unrelated, turning separate threads into a single tapestry that will become the backdrop for your next season. This is why you cannot afford to speak against your own future with words of doubt. Your name is being carried to places that will change the trajectory of your life, and your faith will help sustain the momentum I am building. You may feel small in your current position, but the reach I am giving you will extend far beyond what you have known. When the moment comes for you to step into these prepared spaces, the welcome you receive will be a reflection of the groundwork I have already laid. You will see that it was not about striving to make yourself known. It was about allowing me to make you known in the right places at the right time. The beauty of this is that no one will be able to claim credit for what I am doing, not even you, because the way it unfolds will make it clear that it was my orchestration from beginning to end. You will also discover that some of the relationships I am bringing into your life will be more than temporary connections. They will be lifelong alliances built on trust, shared vision, and mutual purpose. These alliances will serve as support, encouragement, and even protection as you navigate the responsibilities ahead. So do not be discouraged if you feel unseen in this moment. I am making you known where it matters most, and soon the evidence of these hidden conversations will become visible in the opportunities and invitations that find their way to you. When they come, step into them boldly, knowing they were crafted for you long before you knew they existed. Understand that every word spoken in your absence that carried my favor was part of the way I was preparing you for what is now approaching. Very soon, you will see entryways opening before you that no one will have the authority to close, because I myself will be holding them open for you. These will not be ordinary opportunities that can be blocked by human decision or hindered by opposition. They will be divinely assigned moments where my power overrides every attempt to restrict you. I am the one who sets before you a door that no person, no circumstance, and no enemy can shut. And when I open it, it remains open until my purpose is fulfilled. Some of these openings will be unexpected, coming in forms you did not anticipate, and others will be the very things you have prayed for, but thought were no longer possible. You may feel unprepared for the magnitude of what will be placed in front of you, yet I have already equipped you for it in the hidden seasons when you thought you were only surviving. The readiness you carry now is the result of every unseen hour of growth, discipline, and surrender you have walked through. These doors will not require you to push or force your way in. They will swing wide at the appointed time, and your part will be to step through with courage and obedience. You will know them by the peace that accompanies them, even in the face of uncertainty, and by the undeniable alignment of timing, resources, and favor that surrounds them. Do not fear that others might take what I have reserved for you. What I open for you has your name on it, and no one can steal it. I am calling you to prepare now, not only in skill, but in heart, so that when you enter these spaces, you do so with humility, wisdom, and a clear understanding of the assignment attached to them. These doors are not for self-promotion. They are for kingdom advancement, for the outworking of my purposes through your life. What you do in them will not only impact your journey, but will influence others who are connected to you in ways you cannot yet see. I have been arranging the conditions on the other side of these doors, so that when you arrive, the environment will be ready to receive the gifts I have placed within you. There will be divine acceleration in these moments, where progress that would have taken years will happen in a fraction of the time, because I will be removing obstacles that would normally slow the process. The speed will not overwhelm you, for I have already strengthened your capacity to carry it. I am telling you this now so that you will not hesitate when you see the opening. Fear, doubt, or the opinions of others must not hold you back from stepping into what I have prepared. Trust that if I have opened it, I will sustain you in it, and that the provision, wisdom, and strength you need will meet you on the other side. When you walk through, you will realize that every closed door in your past was a necessary redirection toward this moment, and you will give thanks for the timing that once frustrated you. What I am opening now is the result of my promise to you, and it will remain open until the fullness of my plan is accomplished. Release the grip of fear that has been whispering to you about what could go wrong, for it is not a voice I have placed in your spirit. It has been sent to cloud your vision and weaken your steps. But I am calling you to let it go completely, for the path I have set before you cannot be walked in hesitation. Fear will always try to anchor you to what is familiar, even if that familiar place is no longer fruitful. But faith will lead you into the unknown, with the confidence that I am already there. I have not called you to shrink back when the unfamiliar rises before you. I have called you to move forward with the certainty that my hand is steady in your every step. The future I have for you is not shaped by the failures of the past, and the challenges ahead do not hold power over you unless you give it to them. Fear thrives on imagined scenarios that never come to pass, distracting you from the truth of my promises and blinding you to the evidence of my faithfulness. I have walked with you through seasons where fear tried to convince you that you were alone. Yet every time my presence surrounded you, my provision sustained you, and my power carried you beyond what you thought you could endure. I am reminding you now that what I have spoken over you cannot be undone by anxiety or worry. It can only be delayed if you allow those voices to dictate your decisions. Silence them with my word, for the truth of my voice will always outweigh the lies of fear. I have equipped you with courage that does not depend on circumstances, a boldness that is rooted in knowing who I am rather than in knowing every detail of what lies ahead. The steps you are about to take will require trust in ways you have not yet experienced, but that trust will become the anchor that keeps you steady when uncertainty swirls around you. I am not asking you to deny the challenges. I am asking you to look at them through the lens of my authority. Nothing stands before you that I have not already measured and declared that you can overcome. Fear cannot remain where faith is active, so I am urging you to feed your faith in this season, to remind yourself daily of what I have done before, and to speak aloud the truths I have placed in your heart. When you feel the pull to retreat, remember that retreat will only lead you back to places I have already called you out of. What is ahead may require you to step out of the safety of what you have known, but it will lead you into the fullness of what I have prepared. The reward for your obedience will far outweigh the risk your fear is trying to magnify. You will look back and realize that the very steps you almost didn't take were the ones that brought you into the greatest chapters of your story. I am with you in every step. I am defending you in every battle, and I am making sure that nothing designed to stop you will succeed. But you must keep moving, for fear only has power over those who stand still in its presence. Faith must be your only companion as you step into what I have prepared. For the journey ahead cannot be navigated by human reasoning alone. There will be moments when the path will not make sense to those around you, and if you allow their doubt to shape your choices, you will drift from the direction I am leading you. I am calling you to walk with the assurance that comes from hearing my voice above every other, letting my word be the compass that guides you when the terrain is unfamiliar. The season you are entering will not be defined by the safety of what is predictable, but by the certainty that I am in control even when the route feels uncharted. I have already walked this path ahead of you, placing markers along the way, subtle confirmations, divine encounters, and unexplainable peace, to remind you that you are exactly where you need to be. There will be places where visibility is limited, where you cannot see the full distance ahead. But in those moments, I will give you just enough light for the next step. This is not to frustrate you, but to keep you leaning on me rather than trying to map the entire journey yourself. Faith is not about seeing the entire picture before you begin. It is about trusting the one who holds the picture in his hands. As you move forward, you will discover that each act of obedience will lead you into greater clarity, and with each step, the trust between us will deepen. The foundation you are building in this season will not be shaken by shifting circumstances, because it will be rooted in my unchanging nature. I am stripping away the need for external validation so that your confidence rests entirely in what I have spoken to you. The road may narrow at times, requiring you to let go of baggage that cannot be carried into the next stage, but every release will make you lighter and more ready for acceleration. Those who once questioned your direction will see the fruit of your faith, and their doubt will turn into a testimony of my ability to lead those who trust me. There will be moments when you feel alone in your decision to follow where I am taking you. But know this, you are never walking without my presence beside you. I am your guide, your protector, and your provider, ensuring that every step you take is bringing you closer to the promise I have spoken over your life. The more you choose faith over fear, the stronger your steps will become, until you find yourself moving with a confidence that cannot be shaken by the uncertainty around you. When you arrive at the places I am taking you, you will understand why it was necessary to walk by faith and not by sight. Because what I have for you could not have been reached through human logic or planning alone. It is reserved for those who trust me enough to keep moving even when they cannot see the finish line. So take my hand, keep your eyes on me, and let faith lead you into the fullness of what I have promised. For every step forward is a step deeper into my perfect plan. You will recognize the shift I am bringing when your peace no longer depends on visible changes around you. For I am anchoring you in a stability that is rooted in my presence rather than in circumstances. The calm I am placing within you will remain even when the environment is unsettled, because it is not tied to the conditions of the moment. It flows from the certainty of who I am. I am teaching you to carry an inner stillness that cannot be stolen by delays, opposition, or uncertainty. This is the kind of peace that moves with you into every situation, standing guard over your heart and mind when others would be shaken. It is not fragile, it is not temporary, and it is not dependent on whether things go according to your expectations. It is a peace that surpasses understanding, flowing from the confidence that nothing catches me off guard, and nothing is beyond my ability to turn for good. I want you to walk in this peace so fully that the storms around you no longer dictate your responses. You will face challenges without panic, decisions without anxiety, and transitions without fear, because you will know that my hand is over every detail. This peace will also serve as a signpost for your next steps. When I am leading you forward, there will be a deep sense of settled assurance. Even if the road ahead is unfamiliar, when I am asking you to wait, that same peace will hold you steady until the right time comes. In the days ahead, you will see situations that once would have overwhelmed you, yet you will respond with clarity and strength because the foundation of your heart will no longer be shaken by external noise. Others will notice the difference in you, and your peace will become a testimony in itself, drawing them to seek the source from which it flows. I am doing this in you so that you can carry my atmosphere into the environments I send you to, changing the tone of the room simply by being present. Your ability to stand calm in the midst of uncertainty will open doors for influences, because people trust the voices that remain steady when others waver. The enemy will try to provoke you into losing this peace by throwing distractions and sudden disruptions your way. But if you keep your focus on me, his attempts will fall flat. I am giving you discernment to recognize these tactics so you can refuse to be pulled into battles that are not yours to fight. The strength I am placing in you will not come from forcing situations to change, but from resting in the truth that I am already working on your behalf. The more you live from this place of inner stillness, the more clearly you will hear my voice, and the quicker you will respond to my direction. This peace will not only protect you, it will prepare you for the greater responsibilities I am placing in your hands. For only those who can remain steady under pressure can lead well in times of uncertainty. So let my presence be the anchor that holds you, and refuse to allow temporary disruptions to dictate your outlook. What I am giving you now is not just relief for a moment. It is a way of living that will sustain you in every season ahead. I will confirm what I have spoken to you in ways that are unmistakable, removing all doubt from your heart about whether it is truly my voice leading you. The confirmations will not be vague or easily dismissed. They will come with such precision and timing that you will know they are orchestrated by my hand alone. I may echo my words through scripture that seems to leap off the page, through a conversation that mirrors what I have been whispering to your spirit, or through circumstances aligning in ways no human could arrange. These affirmations are not to replace your faith, but to strengthen it, to give you courage when the step I am asking you to take requires boldness beyond your natural confidence. I know how the enemy has tried to cloud your mind with uncertainty, making you question if you are hearing me correctly. So I am dismantling that confusion by sending signs that will resonate deeply within you. They will carry the same peace and clarity that always accompany my direction, and they will align perfectly with the truth of my word. I do not send mixed signals. What comes from me will be consistent, pure, and without contradiction. As you begin to notice these confirmations, write them down, for they will serve as reminders in moments when opposition tries to shake your resolve. There will be seasons ahead when you must make decisions quickly, and the memory of how I have confirmed my guidance before will give you the confidence to move without hesitation. Some confirmations will arrive through people who have no knowledge of your private prayers, yet they will speak words that match exactly what I have been placing on your heart. Others will come through opportunities that fit so perfectly into the direction I have given you that you will see my signature written all over them. I want you to recognize that I am not a distant God, leaving you to guess your way forward. I am a present shepherd, guiding your steps with intention. You will also see that my confirmations are not just about where to go next, but also about when to remain still, for timing is as important as direction. When I hold you in place, I will make it clear that it is for your good. And when I release you, I will make the path before you undeniable. In this season, I am heightening your sensitivity to my voice so that you can discern it even in the smallest details of your day. The more you practice listening, the more clearly you will recognize when I am speaking. And as you follow my lead, you will begin to see how every confirmation builds upon the last, forming a chain of divine alignment that will carry you exactly where you need to be. Trust these signs, for they are not coincidences. They are deliberate markers of my involvement, given to assure you that you are not walking this road alone, and that every step you take in obedience is bringing you closer to the fulfillment of my promise. Even as I speak to you now, the restraints that have bound your mind and spirit are being loosed, for I have already begun dismantling the chains that have weighed on you for far too long. There are burdens you have carried quietly, thinking you would have to bear them for the rest of your life, but I tell you that their hold over you is broken. The heaviness that has clouded your thoughts, the patterns that have kept you from moving forward, and the unseen pressures that have drained your strength are losing their power in my presence. I am not only freeing you from the obvious battles you can name, but also from the subtle influences that have operated in the background, shaping your emotions, decisions, and expectations. These invisible bonds have tried to convince you that change is impossible, yet I am showing you that nothing can stand in the way when I decide to release my people. Your freedom will not come as a slow negotiation with what has oppressed you. It will come as a sudden shift, a moment when the weight lifts and you realize that what once felt unshakable has no authority over you anymore. I have heard the silent cries you have kept hidden from others, the prayers you whispered with little hope that anything could change, and I am answering those cries with a deliverance so complete that you will look back and wonder how you ever lived under such weight. This release is not temporary. It is a permanent breaking of the cycle that has kept you in the same place. No longer will you wake with dread about what is ahead, for I am restoring clarity to your mind, strength to your spirit, and joy to your steps. I am replacing the heaviness with a lightness that will allow you to move freely into the assignments I have prepared for you. You will notice that situations which once triggered fear or anxiety will no longer hold the same grip over you, because the root of their power has been destroyed. This freedom will extend beyond you, touching areas of your life you didn't realize were affected by these chains. Relationships will heal, opportunities will open, and creativity will flow where it was once blocked. I am also equipping you to recognize and reject anything that tries to reattach itself to you in the future. No snare, no lie, no hidden trap will be able to deceive you back into bondage, because I am sharpening your discernment and fortifying your spirit with my truth. You will stand in places you once felt too weak to enter, and you will move with a confidence born from knowing that I am the one who has secured your victory. This breaking is not only for your benefit, it will become a testimony that draws others into hope, for they will see the transformation in you and believe that I can do the same for them. What was once a private battle will become a public declaration of my power to redeem and restore. As you step into this freedom, you will carry a new authority in the Spirit, able to speak life and release breakthrough to others still bound. So receive this now. The season of carrying what was never meant to stay is over, and the new chapter you are entering will be walked in a liberty you have not known before. What I am forming in you through this process will become a testimony that strengthens those walking through their own valleys. For you will not speak from theory or second-hand accounts. You will speak from the depth of experience and the reality of my intervention. There are people you will encounter who feel invisible, unheard, and forgotten, and your story will be the spark that reignites their hope. The details of your journey, the long nights, the hidden tears, the unrelenting battles, And the moments when you chose to stand anyway will carry weight because they are marked with my faithfulness. I am shaping your words so they will pierce through walls of discouragement and reach the hearts of those who have nearly given up. They will see themselves in your struggles, but they will also see the undeniable evidence of my hand lifting you into victory. This is why I have allowed certain challenges to remain longer than you wanted, because the victory I give you will not be shallow or short-lived, but deeply rooted and undeniable. The endurance you have built will inspire others to believe that their own outcome can be different from the pain they are facing now. You will not only tell them about my goodness, you will show them, because the transformation in your life will be visible in ways that cannot be explained by human effort. Your presence in their lives will serve as living proof that I still heal, I still restore, and I still keep my promises. I am entrusting you with influence in places you have yet to see, not for your own glory, but so that my name will be lifted up through your testimony. The courage you display will challenge others to step out of their comfort zones, to trust me in unfamiliar ways, and to take the steps of faith they have been afraid to take. Even those who doubted you before will be moved when they witness what I have done in you, and some will come to me because of it. I am using your life as a vessel to pour out hope, and that hope will ripple outward far beyond your immediate circles. There will be moments when you do not even realize how deeply your words or actions have impacted someone, but I will remind you that nothing done in obedience to me is ever wasted. I am training you to speak with clarity and conviction, to move with compassion and boldness, and to carry yourself with the confidence of one who knows they are backed by heaven. Every detail of your testimony will be a tool I use to unlock doors in the hearts of others, breaking chains of despair and inviting them into freedom. You will find that even the most difficult parts of your story, the parts you once wished you could erase, will become the very parts that reach people most powerfully. And when you share, you will feel my presence moving through your words, confirming that this is more than just your story. It is the evidence of my unfailing love. So prepare yourself to speak, to stand, and to share. For the testimony I am giving you is not meant to be hidden. It is a light that will shine into dark places, guiding others to the hope that can only be found in me. Those who once questioned your faith, who doubted the path you chose, and who quietly expected you to fail, will soon witness the fulfillment of what I have promised you, and their disbelief will turn into undeniable acknowledgement of my hand upon your life. This is not to shame them, but to reveal to them that I am faithful to those who trust me. Your life will become a visible testimony that obedience produces fruit. Even when the process seems long and the road feels narrow, I have been working in ways they could not see, and I have been preparing to reveal the results in a way that will speak louder than any defense you could give. There will be no need for you to prove yourself, for the evidence will be so clear that no argument can stand against it. They will remember the seasons when you were overlooked, when your decisions were misunderstood, and when your endurance was mocked, and they will see that every step you took was leading to this moment. I am turning their skepticism into an opportunity for them to witness what happens when someone walks in alignment with my will. Through your breakthrough, they will be reminded that I am not limited by human opinion or restricted by natural circumstances. I can raise up, promote, and bless those who remain steadfast, regardless of how others view them. The blessing I am releasing will not be hidden. It will be visible in your life in ways that cannot be ignored. Those who dismissed your words before will see them come to pass exactly as I spoke them to you. and they will know it was not your own ability that made it happen. I am also softening hearts in the process, preparing them to receive the truth from your mouth when the time comes. Some will seek you out for counsel, asking how you endured, and you will be able to point them directly to me. This moment is not about personal vindication. It is about displaying my faithfulness so that others will be drawn to me. I will use your story to remove the excuses of those who say they cannot trust my timing or depend on my word. They will see in you the proof that I am true to what I promise, even when it seems impossible. As they watch, some will quietly begin to hope again for themselves, realizing that if I could do it for you, I can also do it for them. I am aligning this season so that your blessing becomes both a personal reward for your endurance and a public testimony to the power of my covenant. The days ahead will carry moments when you will remember the sting of their doubt, but instead of bitterness, you will feel compassion, for you will understand that their disbelief was rooted in their own wounds and fears. I am calling you to extend grace in those moments. For the same mercy I have shown you, I desire to show them. As you walk in humility, the testimony of your life will carry even greater weight, breaking down the walls in their hearts and opening the door for transformation. I am exchanging the silent tears you have carried in secret for a joy so deep that it will not be shaken by shifting seasons or unexpected storms. The heaviness that has sat on your spirit for far too long is lifting, and in its place I am pouring a gladness that will overflow into every area of your life. This is not a surface-level happiness that fades when challenges arise. It is a lasting joy rooted in the certainty of my love and the awareness of my constant presence. The days when you smiled outwardly while feeling broken inside are coming to an end, for I am healing the places in your heart that have been tender from long-standing pain. I have seen the moments when you turned away from others to hide your emotions, thinking no one would understand. Yet I understood completely. I collected every tear as a precious offering, and now I am returning to you a double portion of joy for every moment of sorrow. This joy will not simply replace the grief, it will transform it, so that even the memories of what once hurt you will become testimonies of my goodness. You will laugh again without the shadow of fear hanging over your joy, and you will find yourself breathing lighter, walking freer, and living with a renewed sense of hope. I am restoring the brightness in your eyes and the lightness in your steps, for your heart will no longer be weighed down by what was lost. The joy I am giving you will not be tied to one event or one answer to prayer. It will be a continual flow sustained by my spirit within you. Others will notice the change, and some will not understand how you can remain so steady when life is unpredictable. But your peace and joy will be living proof that your foundation is in me. I am calling you to embrace this season fully, not holding back out of fear that it could be taken away, because what I give in this measure cannot be stolen. It will carry you through the challenges that still come, acting as a shield for your heart and a reminder of my faithfulness. This joy will also become a source of strength, fueling you for the assignments ahead and enabling you to encourage others even when their own hope feels dim. You will no longer be defined by the pain of your past, but by the joy of your present and the expectation of your future. The heaviness that once dictated your days is being broken permanently, and the song I place in your heart will not fade. This is the joy that comes from knowing I have redeemed your story, turned your mourning into dancing, and clothed you with gladness that cannot be stripped away. So lift your head, open your heart, and let this joy flood every corner of your life, for it is my gift to you, a sign that the season of weeping has truly passed and the season of rejoicing has begun. You will come to understand why the valleys were necessary when you see the beauty I am bringing from every season of pain. For nothing you have endured has been wasted. The moments you wished away, the challenges you prayed would end sooner, and the losses you thought would leave you permanently diminished have all been held in my hands, transformed into something far greater than you could have imagined. I have been shaping you through every hardship, refining your character, deepening your compassion, and sharpening your discernment, so that you would be ready for what is now approaching. The weight of difficulty you once thought would crush you has instead made you resilient, able to stand where others might fall, and able to carry responsibilities that require strength forged in trial. The wounds you sustained are no longer open. They are healing into marks that tell the story of survival, redemption, and purpose. I am weaving the threads of your past into a tapestry that will radiate my glory. And when you look back, you will see that the design could not have been completed without those darker threads. Every disappointment is being rewritten into a divine redirection, every delay into a perfect alignment, and every closed door into the preparation for the one that is opening now. You will no longer see those seasons as wasted years, but as the very foundation that has made you who you are in me. This is why you cannot despise the process. It has given you endurance, depth, and the ability to appreciate the blessings I am releasing in this time. What you are stepping into now would not have been possible without the stretching, the pruning, and the reshaping you have gone through. I have not only been preparing the promise for you, I have also been preparing you for the promise. The beauty that is emerging from your pain will not only bless you, but will inspire those who are still in their own battles, giving them hope that their story can be rewritten too. You will find yourself speaking life into situations you once thought were hopeless, because you will carry the authority of someone who has seen me turn ashes into beauty firsthand. This transformation will be visible to others, but more importantly, it will be deeply felt within you, a peace, a strength, and a gratitude that cannot be shaken by external changes. Your future will not be built on the instability of circumstances, but on the solid truth of my faithfulness. This was not just a message, it was a moment, a holy interruption. I didn't lead you here to give you a quick feeling. I brought you here to begin a deeper work in you. The ache you feel, the stirring in your chest, that's me, awakening what the world tried to silence. But listen closely, what I just started in you, I want to continue. So don't walk away and forget this moment. Come back, again and again, because every time you return, I'll be here, waiting to speak, to heal, to strengthen. Subscribe, not for content, but for encounter. Follow not just a page, but the path I'm drawing you into. And share this, not for likes, but because someone else is on the edge. And this might be their lifeline. I'm not finished. And if you'll keep showing up, I'll keep pouring out more than you ever thought was possible. You didn't find this by accident, and this isn't where it ends. Come back hungry. I'll meet you here, every time. Amen.